In this video, I'm going to share with you something which I haven't seen before.
अरे मैडम ये प्रेसिडेंट साथ आया है, आपको किसी चीज का डरने का नहीं, हम साथ में आपको किसी पे क्या हुआ है, आपने क्या देखा है?
On 22nd April 2025, a brutal attack near Pahalgam shocked the entire nation. Innocent lives were lost and the country was burning with the anger and the need for justice. In response, the Indian Army launched Operation Sindoor, a swift, strategic and a powerful military operation that rewrote the rules of retaliation. In this video, I'm going to share with you something which I haven't seen before. A detailed overview of the cutting-edge arms and ammunitions India deployed during Operation Sindoor, and also a briefing on our border military capabilities across air. Namaskar, myself D. Kirot Kumar and welcome to the DK Report. During phase 1 of operation, French-made Rafales were used, armed with Scalp cruise missiles known for their deep striking capability, and they had a range of 500 plus kilometers. They were capable of destroying hardened bunkers with surgical precision. Alongside them, hammer bombs were used to target fortified building complexes and had a standoff range of 60 to 70 kilometers. Both systems used GPS, laser and infrared systems, enabling India to hit high-value terrorist command centers in Bawalpur, Muzaffarabad and 7 other strategic locations. In phase 2, India unleashed its crown jewel, the BrahMos. It had a range of 600 kilometers and can go up to a speed of 3,400 kilometers per hour. Which destroyed several Pakistani air bases, military infrastructure and several Pakistani air assets. Complementing this assault were indigenous systems like the Nagastra 1 and Sky Striker drones which executed precision strikes. India was quite clear in its press briefing after the first phase of Operation Sindoor that they only targeted the terrorist camps. Neither the military nor the civilians were put on target.
They focused on dismantling the terrorist infrastructure and disabling terrorists likely to be sent across to India.
And also warned that any retaliation from Pakistan would be considered as war. But Pakistan being Pakistan, the breeding ground for terrorism, got hurt when their terrorist brothers got killed. They started attacking multiple border areas from Leh to Gujarat. This led to the second wave of strikes by India, inflicting several damage and forcing Pakistan to seek for a ceasefire. But how did the Pakistanis retaliate? By begging for ammunition from China and the scoundrel country Turkey.
Preliminary reports suggest them to be of assist guard from the drone of Turkey.
Now why I call Turkey a scoundrel country is because when severe earthquakes hit in Turkey in 2023, the Indian government launched Operation Dost and sent several aid and support to Turkey. But what did Turkey do in return is quite disheartening. That's why we should boycott Turkey. Now think how funny is that the Pakistani military is not capable of retaliation by themselves. They got to beg around to attack India. Despite their efforts, 99% of their ammunitions could not reach the Indian territory thanks to the S-400 air defense systems integrated with indigenous systems like the Akash missiles and the Israeli raiders. The success of the system was not just due about the tech, but also the strategic deployment of these systems by the Indian crews, especially at the Adampura Air Base. Now let me walk you through India's aerial arsenal. I'll break every major helicopters, aircrafts and missiles in details. And there is a key factor why India truly rules the skies. I will tell this at the end of the video. Stay tuned. Firstly, in the aerial defense system comes the ace of the space Rafales manufactured by the Dassault Aviation in France, which were also used in Operation Sindoor. They have two variants, the DH and the EH variant. The DH variant is a two-seater variant which can go up to a speed of 1920 kilometers and has a combat range of 1000 kilometers, whereas the EH variant is a single-seater variant which can go up to a speed of 2222 kilometers per hour and has a combat range of 1850 kilometers. These aircrafts are capable of flying at supersonic speeds, that is, the speed faster than the speed of sound, without any external power boosters. They carry several missiles like the Scalp missiles, the Meteor and the Hammer weapons. They are also capable of carrying nuclear weapons. They have advanced AESA radars, voice control systems and stealth features to stay away from the enemy radars. There are a total of 36 fleets of jets with the Indian Air Force and 26 on order for the Indian Navy. These are the advanced 4.5 Gen aircrafts and among the most advanced fleet of jets in the Indian Air Force. Secondly comes the backbone of the Indian Air Force combat fleet, the Sukhoi Su-30 MKL. These are twin-engine multi-role fighter jets developed by Russia and made in India. These are the highly customized variants of the Su-30 family, which having integration of Indian, Israeli and French systems. There are a total of 259 to 270 fleets of aircraft in service. They can go up to a speed of 2120 km per hour and have a range of 3000 km. They are capable of carrying the BrahMos missile, the R-77 and the R-73 missiles and laser-guided bombs. They are also capable of carrying out multiple strikes on air, ground and sea. They can carry nuclear weapons. They were used in the 2019 Balakot airstrike. Now comes the MiG-29 UPG. These are twin-engine 4th gen aircrafts especially designed for airstrikes only, but now are being continuously upgraded for multi-role missions. They are manufactured by Russia. These have two variants, the UPG and the B variant, where 52 and 7 aircrafts are serving respectively. They can go up to a speed of 2756 km per hour. Now you must be wondering how these older fleets of aircrafts go in such high speeds. It's because of the external power boosters, the Kilmov RD-33, which are fuel intensive. They have a combat range of 1500 km with external tanks. Now comes our pride, the HAL Tejas. These are Indian single-engine, multi-role supersonic light combat aircrafts. These are designed by the Aeronautical Development Authority and are produced by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. They have two variants, the Mk1 and the Mk1A. The Mk1 has 31 in service and the Mk1As are the latest and 73 are on order. These will have advanced AESA radars, BVR missiles and advanced electronic warfare systems. These are Make in India aircrafts and show success and future potential of Indian defense manufacturing sector. First comes the C-17 Globemasters, which are manufactured by the Boeing in USA. These aircrafts are used for strategic lifting. They can take up to a payload of 77 tons and have a range of 4,480 kilometers. These are not just used during wars but also during natural calamities to support the people in the affected areas. Secondly comes the C-130J Globemaster, manufactured by Lockheed in USA. These are used for strategic airlifting. This aircraft is specialized to take off in short runways. It can carry up to a payload of 20 tons. Now comes the aerial refuelers, the IL-78 MKL, manufactured by Russia. They can carry up to 65,000 of fuel on air. Now comes the aircrafts which are used for AEWCs. These are advanced airborne radar systems mounted on aircrafts to detect threats from land, air and sea. These radars were used to detect the drones coming from Pakistan. They track the enemy movements with the help of aircrafts and drones to support planning and decision making. These include the Embraer R99 aircrafts manufactured in Brazil and mounted with Netra Mk1 radars, which have 250 kilometers of range. Secondly comes the Berev A250EL manufactured in Russia. These are mounted with W2090 radars, which has a detection range of 400 kilometers. First comes the IAI Heroine, made in Israel. It is used for surveillance purpose. It has an endurance of 40 plus hours and can go up to a height of 10 plus kilometers. Second comes the MQ-9B Sky Guardian, made in USA. It is used for combat purposes and has Hellfire missiles. It also has an endurance of 40 plus hours. Lastly comes the fleet of helicopters which are used for both attacking and strategic purposes. Firstly comes the AH-64E Apache made by US. It is used for attacking purpose. It has Hellfire missiles and has a chain gun of 30 mm. Secondly comes the CH-47 Chitnu, also made by the Boeing in USA. It is used for strategic airlifts. It can take up to a weight of 12 tons and has a range of 241 kilometers. Indian Air Force is currently ranked among the top 4 air forces globally, based on fleet size, diversity and combat capability. With over 1700 aircrafts, the Indian Air Force is not just defending India's airbase but also ruling the skies. So what's the real reason the Indian Air Force dominates the skies? It is the dedicated men and women behind the machines, the officers, the crew members, the strategists, individuals trained with precision and driven by unmatched courage and commitment to protect the nation at any cost. Aircrafts are just metals, but in the hands of the IAF officials, they become the unstoppable weapons of freedom. There are a total of 135,000 personnels working actively with the Indian Air Force. Now that's it for the video. I hope you found this video informative. In the next part, we are going to cover the naval and the grounded weapons. Thank you for watching the video till the end. I hope you liked this video. Do consider to like, share and subscribe and comment down what do you want to watch next, and also suggest what changes can I make to make my videos better. Thank you. Jai Hind.